The 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup is proudly brought to you by
Live with SunBet.
SunBet, Red Square, Bridgestone, the tyre of choice, and Kawasaki South Africa. Welcome to Kyalami for a double header, round 7 and 8 of the 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup, which once again forms part of the Festival of Motoring here at Kyalami. Tensions were high, although lots of smiles around in the pit lane, but tensions were high, as this was match point weekend for Clinton Seller. Would he take home the 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup Championship? Only time will tell, but before then, we had round 7 qualifying, which needed to get underway. As always, a lot of last-minute fiddling and tuning in pit lane on motorcycles. A beautiful lineup of over 30 Kawasaki ZX-10R machines fitted with Bridgestone R11 tyres would take to the track for the final qualifying session of Saturday morning's action. Nothing like a brand new set of Bridgestone R11 tyres, but first you've got to get them fitted to your motorcycle while enjoying an ice-cold Red Square reload. So not only was the overall championship available for the taking this weekend, but riders throughout the whole field, the Masters, Grandmasters and veteran riders, were getting ready to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. While some were pumping it up, others were taking it easy. Veteran riders Johan Leroux and Raymond Kill getting ready for their final qualifying session. Ian Harwood having a good season, a mixed season so far, with some good results at the last round, warming his beautiful ZX10R machine up. A lot still to play for the rest of the field. Championship points were quite close, so it would all be up for grabs. After Kyalami, there would be 2 rounds remaining. Not a lot of time then to make sure you are as high as you possibly could be in the Riders' Championship. Lots of smiles all around, but deep down the nerves were starting to kick in. They were starting to kick in for Lubas, Byron Rothquell, Stephen Gogotzi and the rest of the field. Nice to have Mark Newland joining us and Christian Carvalho once again. Points leader Clinton Seller with a big thumbs up. Eyes on the prize as we head out for round 7 qualifying of the 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup. It's time to come alive with SunBet as we take a ride on board in qualifying with the number 78 of David Enticott around the 4.529 kilometer Kyalami Grand Prix circuit, heading down the main straight, 5th gear, 6th gear through the kink, heading down into turn 2, which is Crowthorne. You're going to bang it down 4 gears into 2nd gear, try and get that braking spot on. It's quite easy to lose the front end there. Some riders will short shift 3rd, others will hold 2nd, heading through the Yuxke sweep and into Barbecue, which will lead them onto the back straight. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, some riders holding 4th, some changing into 5th, and then back down to 3rd gear, heading into Sunset. It is a tricky corner this. You generally want to run in, hug the apex, drift a bit wide, and then cut it back in, heading into turn 7, which is Clubhouse. 2nd gear corner, very important to get the drive out of here, run it onto the curb on the outside, hold 2nd, some riders change to 3rd, hold 3rd, heading through turn 8 and 9, which is the S's, which will lead you all the way up to turn 10, which is Leeuwkop, one of the most prolific corners in South African circuit racing. Going to bang it down 2 gears. As you can see, David Barson going around the outside of David Enticott. 2nd gear, short shift 3rd, some even holding 3rd through Leeuwkop down the little straight here, which will lead you down the mine shaft. A scary corner, generally taken in 4th gear at around 200 km an hour. And then you're going to bang it down to 2nd gear, heading into the Crocodiles. That is turn 13, heading through turn 14 here into 15, which is Cheetah. This will generally be taken in 3rd gear. You're going to hold 3rd gear, sometimes change to fourth, back down to second gear, heading into the final corner, turn 16, which is Ingwe. Get that all-important drive onto the main straight, and that is a lap around the Kyalami International Grand Prix circuit. Round 7 combined qualifying saw a 208.087 in 30th place for Stewie Christie, the crafty veteran, a 205.817 for the number 64 of Martin Perry, the silky smooth and ever consistent Martin Perry, getting to grips with the Kyalami Grand Prix circuit. In 28th on a 202.781, the number 33 of veteran rider Raymond Keel, looking to make amends for a rather disappointing round 6. In 27th on a 202 lap time, Daryl Barrington battling around Kyalami, but nonetheless great to have Daryl with us. And in 26 on a 59.353 on a brand new motorcycle, Sifiso Temba on the number 63, looking to end 2024 with a bang. In 25th place, Ian Harwood on the number 24 machine. Ian Harwood looking stylish with his brand new LS2 helmet. He'll be looking to throw his 24 into the mix. In 24th, with a foot injury, Stephen Golgotzi, the Grand Masters rider, he'll be looking to just pick up some valuable points as he looks to end 2024 quite well. 23rd, Aubrey Marais, the number 48, a 158 lap time, so a sub 2 minute lap time for the man, also carrying a slight injury to his hand. So it will be a tough round 7 and 8 for Aubrey. In 22nd on a 158.247, the number 61 of veteran rider Lionel Black. Great to have Lionel join us for round 7 and 8. While in 21st, Jaya Cruz on a 156 lap time. He'll be looking for a little bit more, looking to get into the fight for those overall podium places in the veterans class. Slightly disappointing in 20th place for Renatus van der Kerk. He'll be wanting a little bit more. He'll be wanting to get in those top 15 overall positions. 19th place on a 156.799 for Perron Parasimon. Great to see Perron finding form, the form we knew he always had. A 156.051 in 18th place saw Dieter Huisman qualify a little bit further back than he would like. While in 17th place, Lubabala Sana Lubas on a 155.912 lap time. Great to have the number 53 back with us as he looks to find form here at Kyalami. Speaking about form, Tyrant Papa. Great to see Tyrant Papa with the form and the speed that we know he has in 16th place. He'll be looking for top 15 places come the races. While in 15th place, the experienced Johan Leroux, also on a 155 lap time, the number 44 veteran rider. They don't come more experienced than Johan, and he'll be looking to put that to show. In 14th place, the number 37 of Byron Rothquell, looking good. He's generally a consistent top 10 runner, so he'd be looking to get those top 10 places come the race. Well, a good showing by Keith Agliotti on the number 31, a 153.904 lap time for the number 31 bike. He'd be looking to throw his ZX10R in the top 10. In 12th place on a 153.361, the number 469 of 80 van Dalen, the Masters rider with an elbows out style as always, looking as good and sleek as ever here around Kyalami. Just ahead of him in 11th, Peter de Vos on a 153.149. The number 17 veteran rider will be looking at throwing his ZX10R into the mix, well within the top 10. In 10th place, on a 153.002, the number 88 of Christian Carvello, looking good here around Kyalami. While just ahead of him, in 9th, on a 152.834, the number 15 Steel Monkey back bike of James Barson, looking good, looking for an overall podium position in the Grand Masters category. We'll have to check if he can get that done. While just ahead of him, in 8th place, David Enticott, also on a 152 lap time. These boys aren't hanging around. David looking as good as ever here around Kyalami. While the 117 of David Faringa on a 152.277 lap time with his bright orange helmet, his shark helmet, looking as stylish as can be. Mark Newland on the number 2 machine. Great to have Mark back with us. And Mark was looking good here at Kyalami, looking for a good, clean top 5 result for sure. Han McMahon on the number 4 bike. with a special livery, the beautiful SunBet Care special livery painted by kids and adults alike. Looking as fast as ever, he would be looking at bouncing back after a disappointing last couple of rounds. Fourth place for Graham from Idar on a 151.072. The defending champion would be looking to mount a challenge, a charge for those overall top podium placings. While in third place, Trevor Westman on the number 60 on a 150.130. He'd be looking at challenging the two riders up ahead of him for those overall podium spots in the Masters category. A 149.810 saw the number 821 of Damien Perfecati grab second spot on the grid for round 7, race 1 and 2. He'll be looking to mount a challenge to Clinton Seller, who set a 147.990, a new all-time lap record in the SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup around Kyalami. He would be looking at securing his 11th SA title, believe it or not, as the riders made their way into Parc Ferme. It was time to put the bikes on the paddock stands, time to take a little break before race 1 and 2 of the day. Sifiso Temba and Lubas looking for a little bit more after qualifying, looking for a little bit more come the races here at Kyalami. While the riders chat amongst themselves, have a little bit of a joke here, some giggles there, while other riders choose just to sit on their motorbike and focus, with Stewie Christie over there. And here's Johan LaRue and Lionel Black, while Keith Agliotti and David Enticott in a warm embrace. Peter de Vos having a chat to David Enticott, possibly giving some words of wisdom. Martin Parry, a good solid qualifying from Martin, personal best lap times pretty much throughout the whole field here in the ZX10 Masters Cup. A jam-packed pit lane as the riders wheeled their machines back to pit lane. 30 bikes strong grid. Can you believe it? When last did you see over 30 bikes on a grid here at Kyalami? The atmosphere from the thousands of spectators was electrifying, but so was the action out on track in qualifying for round 7. A brilliant initiative behind McMahon on the number 4 saw him spray his bike plain white, get it sprayed by kids with spray paint, and allow them to sign and draw all sorts of pictures. This would also be drawn on later on by the adults, a nice initiative behind McMahon and SunBet Cares. Would this bring the Kawasaki of Slucky luck come race day? Only time will tell. Let's take a look though at the combined qualifying results for round 7. Clinton Seller on pole with yet another all-time lap record around Kyalami in the SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup, followed by Damien Perfecati and Trevor Westman. In 4th place, Graham from Idar, first of your Masters, ahead of Han McMahon in 5th, Mark Newland in 6th, David Faringa in 7th, David Enticott 8th, James Barson in 9th, Christian Carvello in 10th, Peter de Vos, first of your veteran riders in 11th, Adi van Dalen in 12th, Keith Agliotti 13th, followed by Byron Rothwell, Johan LaRue, Taran Papa in 16th, followed by Lubas in 17th, 18th, Dieter Huisman, 19th, Peron Pereseman in 20th, Renatus van der Kerk ahead of Jairo Cruz, Lionel Black in 22nd, Abi Marais in 23rd, Stephen Golgotti 24th, Ian Harwood in 25th, Sifiso Temba wanting more from 26th, ahead of Daryl Barrington in 27th, Raymond Kill 28th, 29th, Martin Perry, and rounding out the grid in 30th, Stewie Christie. The 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup is proudly brought to you by
Come alive with SunBet.
SunBet, Red Square, Bridgestone the tyre of choice, and Kawasaki South Africa.